It's you, Mr. Baseball Man. What's up, you beauties? That's not my intro, but that's the intro that popped in my head. It's been 2 weeks. I'm sorry. Pardon? No! My fan fiction that I've been invested in got updated. But no, it's just because I'm not on Wattpad on my iPad very often. I read it on my phone. I'm Lydia. Welcome to the One with the Fangirl. This is my place and your place to fangirl. And if you want me to fangirl over something specific, you can message me on my Facebook, The One with the Fangirl. You know the deal. Welcome back. So let's just recap. Obviously, in my last video, we pranked my grandma twice in less than 24 hours. Both those pranks took place in less than 24 hours. And we've been planning them for about, we've been planning the shirt one, for a month. The sleepover one, we planned, I think, for like 2 weeks. And my grandma was really surprised that everyone knew. Like, she was literally asking everybody if they knew. Like, yes, Grandma, we planned this. And we planned this extensively, even though we had like a week to prepare. And the reason we did those pranks is because 24, we got everybody to hide in the bathroom. So that's partially why we did this prank, and we wanted to step it up a bit with another prank. Because why not? That's what Christmas is for, pranks. Update. So obviously, if you haven't heard, Big Time Rush canceled their College Dropout Tour, and I am not mad. I'm sad, and I'm not going to divulge into rumors I have heard all over Twitter about why they canceled it, like what their actual reasoning behind canceling it. They were just in Europe. They deserve to rest. That means my next show game is the Party Animals game in Memphis, and I've hit 75 subscribers, which is a huge deal, because when I started this 100 subscriber, then you'll get to find out my favorite player thing, I was only at like 43 subscribers. So I'm 25 subscribers away from revealing to you guys who my favorite player is, and I could reveal it to you right now because I have a bow with his name on it. But because I'm me and I have creative control and can edit this, you won't know what the bow says. So that's my thing. I've decided for all of my games and concerts that may arise this year, because, you know, summer tours haven't really been announced. There's a rumor that Joe Keery and Harry Styles are gonna go on tour. Like, if that happens, I will 1000% find a way to get to go. Right now, all I have is banana ball games, and I have decided, because my bow for Big Time Rush was such a hit, and Logan Henderson loved my bow so much, and it is my favorite story to tell, as you could see with my piercing video when I got my industrial pierced. Like, I'm thinking about the time I met Logan, and I like that my cousin is like, which time? The third time! But I wore a bow with his name on it, and I told him to look at my bow, and that since then I have decided that bows are going to be my thing, and I'm going to wear a bow that is specific to the game or concert that I am going to. And I'm really excited about wearing this bow and showing said player. Hopefully I have reached 100 subscribers by then, and that's how I want to do the reveal. I could be like over 100 subscribers at that point. I hit 100 subscribers, the reveal will happen. 50 days until then, so y'all better like start subscribing. And here's the one, I haven't made it yet, but here's the one that's going to be a Jackson Olsen one, or KJ, I haven't decided yet. This one, which when I pulled it out of the packaging, it smelled like patchouli, which is weird. I have to get a clip for it because I don't trust this ponytail right here, especially in my hair. So it's definitely gonna have a clip, but it's gonna be a Dalton Malden one, and I can't find a glittery one. I'm kind of disappointed. So if you can point me in a direction to find a glittery one like this, I'm gonna have to blur this bow out so many times. But if you could point me in the direction of a glittery bow like this, that isn't a pack of 25 of them. That is the only, like, I just need one. I'm not making 25. I mean, I got a Cricut for Christmas, so that I'm gonna have to blur so much. But I got a Cricut for Christmas, and literally it's just because I wanted to make bows. Like, this one I ever made is literally the one that I have to blur out, because then you're gonna know who I like. There's probably a good chance there's a few people now who know who my favorite player is. But if you know, shut it. If you don't, yay. If you have a guess, just comment who you think it is. May or may not be right. It's been fun keeping it a secret. I'm excited for the day I get to reveal who it is, and I hope he gets to be a part of the reveal. I hope he is down to be a part of the reveal. I feel like he'd be down. I'd be like, hey, so I had this deal with my YouTube channel that once I hit 100 subscribers, which sounds really silly, but it's a goal, and I told them that if I hit 100 subscribers, I'd reveal who my favorite player is, and that player is you. It's you, Mr. Baseball Man. I've been watching Tanner's live streams, and I've been living for the chaos. Speaking of Tanner's live stream, I've obviously expressed much I don't like sexual harassment of players. Well, here's another thing I don't like is stalking players, and saying you're gonna send something to somebody when they've explicitly said, I don't want this sent to me, or please don't send me anything. I don't need it. Respect that person's wishes. I was watching Tanner's live stream the other day when that happened, and people were asking him like why he was at his dad's house, and he was like, because it's the holidays, and like was saying like where his dad lived, and I was like, that's not okay. And he's like, that's creepy, that's stalkerish. And the person literally was like, haha, you know that. And he's like, I don't like that. If he's telling you to stop, stop. If he is threatening to block you, which actually happened, stop. I'm someone who wants to show you that you can respectfully fangirl over somebody. If the person you are fangirling over, and in the comments of the live stream, if he is telling you to stop, that's creepy, that's weird, stop. And respect his boundaries. And then there was another person who was like, I want to send you something. He's like, I don't want you to send me things. I don't need it. If he's telling you not to, I understand you want to send somebody a present. I understand like you don't have anybody. If he's telling you to stop, that he doesn't need it, that he doesn't want it, don't send him anything. I know some influencers have P.O. boxes that you can send things to. I don't think, by the way it sounds, he has one. So don't send him anything. We're all there to watch him play Fortnite on his live stream. I have fun talking to people in the comments. I've been a top fan for 3 of his live streams. He's only said my username correctly one time.
Kate loves Party Elms for Life. Shout out, shout out. The one with the fangirls. Shout out, shout out.
Just respect people. Like, if they're telling you to stop, stop. If they're telling you it's weird, it's creepy, and they don't like that, stop. Respect them. They are human. They deserve privacy, and they deserve to have fun, and they deserve to be able to do live streams where they talk to you, where they interact, because he is somebody that I have noticed thrives off of interacting with people and wants to find ways to interact with fans. He does it in such a way that, like, he's a people person, he thrives off of interaction, but he also has boundaries, and he does such a good job at putting up those boundaries and doesn't seem like he's closed off. Like, he seems very welcoming and inviting, but at the same time, like, he enforces those boundaries, and I respect Tanner for it. Like, I have a really, really big respect for the way he puts his boundaries up, and I hope that I can at least come off that way when I put boundaries up. I have a hard time putting boundaries up, and I'm learning, but I really respect him and the way he went about that. That was a very, very tricky. I know that he's been around Banana Ball and he's been around, but like that's a very hard thing to do, and to watch somebody do that in real time was really, really cool, and I have major respect for him. So with that being said, be a respectful human, and if they're telling you to stop, stop. Same thing with sexual harassment. I don't stand for it, and I don't stand for stalking. Catching kindness, and I'll see you in the next one.